Welcome back guys to my second YouTube video. In this video I will be going over exactly what I've done in my life to transform my health and my lifestyle. So, for the past 2 years guys, I've been struggling with my health. I've been really struggling with my health. So this kind of blueprint that I have right now is built on 2 years of struggles. 2 years of being lost. So, guys, this is exactly how I transformed myself by returning to nature, by returning to simplicity. And this protocol that I've used is called Back to Basics Blueprint. That's basically all the things that I've done to heal my body, to heal my gut, to heal my hormones, and to be able to live healthy. So, and this is all, of course, without eating one single salad, without waking up at 4 a.m. in the morning, or doing cold plunges. I've tried those, but that wasn't the main reason. So, as you can see here, I've gotten leaner, I've lost my fat, and yeah, to the next. So before Back to Basics, I used to be very bloated. I used to be lost in life, so I only acted on my impulses. And I was depressed. I didn't do anything. I was in my room, then I went to the gym. I was in my room, then I went to the gym, then I ate food. Like I didn't do anything. And as you can see here on the right side, up here, I have severe acne, as I said. And I don't look good, I don't look happy at all. And, that shows up on how I look, outside. Like, I have so much acne here. You can't imagine the feeling I was going through if you're not going through it yourself. I didn't want to be out in public. I didn't feel like being out in public. And on the down part here, you can see that I have clear skin. Like right now, I have clear skin. On the right there, I'm much more leaner, even though I didn't work out that much. It was like a couple of months ago, so that's not my current physique, but that will be another video. And after Back to Basics, I transformed my health in 120 days and 120 days of discipline. This is when I realized what was good for me. So this was pretty recent. I regained my physical and mental health. I conquered all my addictions and took over the control again over my life. And this is, as I said, the physical results that you can see with your eyes. You can't see how I feel and you can't see my soul, so this is the physical results. Who this blueprint is for. If you're battling with low energy, acne, gut issues, brain fog, or addictions to fake dopamine, then this is for you. If you want to reclaim your discipline, vitality, and purpose in life, this is for you. If you're tired of fake health coaches telling you to eat chicken and rice, journal, and do cold plunges every day, this is for you. If you're ready to go all in on yourself and follow this blueprint and become the best version of yourself, this is for you. Who this is not for, though, if you're not willing to question your habits, your mindset, and your environment that's been shaping your reality that you're living in today, this is not for you. If you rather keep searching for answers in the same broken society that created the problems you're already drowning in, this is not for you. If you rather take antidepressants and medication instead of living life how you're supposed to, then this is not for you. If you're not willing to invest in yourself and you rather stay the same for the rest of your life, then this is not for you. Simple. The system we're living in right now is broken. They create the problem that you have, and then they sell you the solution. So for example, they feed you processed foods, seed oils, candy, pizza, burgers, processed man-made food that is destroying you. They're feeding you that. They're feeding you the problem. And tap water with full of heavy metals. They're feeding you plastic. For example, if you're drinking out of a plastic bottle, you're getting microplastic in your body that your body can't detox properly if you're not living right. So that's just going to build up, and that is very toxic. They're feeding you porn that destroys your soul. That's deeper than just physical. It's destroying your soul. Think about that. They feed you artificial lightning. The thing I'm watching right now, my computer, blue light, EMF. And the results of this is depression, obesity, low testosterone, weak men with no energy, no drive, and no purpose. Basically soulless, depressed, big, ugly guys. Like, that's the results. And when you've gotten the results, they will sell you the solution, which is antidepressants, sleeping pills, energy drinks, and testosterone replacements. They basically disconnect you from nature and then they sell you pills to cope with it. Does that sound good, guys? But what if the solution was simply to returning to what's real, returning to nature and fixing the root cause of things instead of relying on medication and only fixing your symptoms? Ask yourself this. How do you think God intended us to live? If we think back in time, if we think bigger, how do you think that God intended us to live? Do you think that God intended us to live like the guy on the left, who's fat, depressed, distracted, undisciplined, and lost? Or do you think that God intended us to live aligned with nature like these guys on the right? They're tall, happy, focused, strong, and healthy. What do you guys think sounds the best? And what do you guys think happens when we as humans go against God or nature if you don't believe in God? What do you guys think happens when we go against that? Do you think the results will be natural? Do you think the results will be good? So what I'm trying to say is, the closer we are to living like these guys, the happier, the healthier we're going to be. The closer we are to living like the guy on the left, the fatter we're going to get, the more health problems we're going to get, and the more lost we're going to get. The results will show up. The reason you don't see these people being overweight, being bloated, having acne, being lost, lazy, is because they don't have one single reason to. These guys lives in nature. How exactly they're supposed to live. These guys don't know what acne are. These guys have never seen someone being overweight. These guys have never seen a lazy person in nature, because if you're lazy in nature, you're dying. These guys don't have an option. Like, they are outside every single day, getting sunlight exposure. They get natural movement because they have to. It's not an option for them, it's necessary. I really hope that this makes sense to you guys. These guys are hunting their food because they have to. They're, there's no other options in nature. And by hunting their food, they're getting sunlight exposure, they're getting natural movement in, and they're grounded. They're only eating food from nature. They don't know what processed foods is. They're always united. They don't have social anxiety. They're not scared to talk to each other. They're secure in their own self. These guys have never been insecure. Do you guys get? I hope you guys get what I'm saying. So in the beginning of my health journey or my fitness journey, I only focused on the gym. And when I focused on the gym, I ate a lot of food. I ate a lot of processed foods. So this led to me breaking down my gut, breaking down all my organs. I slept bad, my energy levels were off. I didn't feel good, I didn't feel secure in myself. I started getting bloated, I started getting acne. I started like having really bad gut issues, and I didn't feel good, and I didn't know what was wrong with me. So I started to try different things. I listened to the modern health coaches at that time, which told me to do cold plunges, as you see here. In the middle of the winter time, I did cold plunges at 5 a.m. in the morning before school, because I knew that something was wrong with me, and I tried to fix it with extreme principles. You know, the answer was in front of my eyes, but when I was so distracted and lost in society, then I couldn't see the clear answer. So you know, I listened to the mainstream media. I tried a balanced diet, as everyone's talking about, had to have balance. I did cold plunges. I drank a bunch of protein shakes. I waked up at 4 a.m. in the morning, as I told you guys, and I actually tracked my calories. I tracked every single calorie, and still I felt like shit. So, after all those years, recently I found out what real health is. And I will go through my 4 key pillars to my back to basics protocol, which is primal fuel, number 1, command mode, number 2, earth alignment, number 3, and built for battle. It's 4 very simple pillars that I will be going through now. This is my first key pillar, which is primal fuel. This is about feeding your body the way it was designed to be fueled. Animal based diet, nutrient dense, raw when possible. We eliminate modern garbage like seed oils, sugar, ultra processed foods, and we go back to ancestral foods like meat, organs, raw dairy, eggs, fruit, and honey. And I actually started with eating sweet potatoes as a carbohydrate source, and I felt very good. It was still a part of my process. So, guys, don't think that you don't have to eat any carbohydrates. If you still like you need carbohydrates, then sweet potatoes is still a great option. But that's not what I'm focusing on. But you can still feel very great. You can still heal your body with it. This resets your gut, it clears your skin, it boosts your testosterone levels, and it gives you really stable energy. You don't feel sluggish after eating your food. And guys, does this look restrictive? Look at these foods. They are shining in different colors. They are so beautiful. This is real food from nature. How are we so disconnected? How is this called restrictive? I don't get it. Like, if I eat this, people tell me I'm restrictive with my diet. This is just food from nature. How is it restrictive? If I don't want to eat processed man-made food, why can't I just eat natural foods without being hated on? Like, it's very weird. But it's society today. That's how it looks like. So I can't do anything about it. I don't complain. Um, but this is real food that heals you guys. And to pillar number 2, because this perfectly aligns with my next pillar, which is command mode. And this is like about that you don't need any more motivation. You just need a system that can create momentum for you so everything feels effortless, right? You don't need any more motivation. You've had enough of motivation, right? Here we rebuild your daily structure. We kill your distractions, like porn, like endless scrolling, like late nights, and like distractions, and get you locked in into a focused, disciplined state. You learn how to run your day with purpose instead of acting on your impulses and acting on your emotions. If you don't have any structure in your day, if you can't visualize your day before you've went through it, then you're going to do stuff based on how you feel. Right? That makes sense, right? So, to pillar number 3. Earth alignment. Modern lifestyle is not designed for male vitality. It's draining you. And it's so clear to see with our eyes. If you look at the modern man, you will see that the modern lifestyle is poisonous. Right? This makes perfect sense. So in this pillar, we reconnect you with what actually heals you. The sun, grounding, silence, and simplicity. The earth, nature. We clean up your environment. We reduce toxins, toxic exposure like EMF, plastic, blue light, and we build a lifestyle and an environment that actually nourishes you and heals you and gives you energy. Right? You don't have to feel bad all the time. It's not natural to feel bad. If you feel bad, go out and lay in the grass in sunlight. You will feel good directly. So, to my pillar number 4. This is basically just built for battle, and this is where I focus on physical movement. We should be physical. People that lives aligned with nature are hunting their food every single day. They're building their homes. They're doing stuff all the time. So, we train like men are meant to. And I'm not focusing, this program isn't to focus on training. This is to focus on things outside of training. But we still have to move. We still have to do stuff. We can't sit at a desk. We can't just lay down and don't do anything, right? We still have to move and be, functional. So, this is not for TikTok abs. This is to be useful and capable. You will get a custom plan with strength training, natural movement, and walking. And I'm not focusing on strength training. I'm focusing on natural movement and walking. But if you want to build muscle, then strength training is optimal. This isn't to overtrain. This is just what builds real functional power and something that really supports you. These four pillars goes hand in hand. Without one of these pillars, you're going to be unhealthy. So, these four pillars are built for you to, work together. And in the results, you'll look very healthy and you'll build some muscle. If you guys think I'm lying about this, if you guys can think logical, then this is my blood results. I'm just not preaching this. I'm actually living it. Here's my blood work, a reflection of clean habits, natural nutrition, movement, and rest. As you can see here, I have 980 nanograms per deciliter, which is pretty good. I'm going to get into that. But when you have high testosterone, physical work, physical training gets enjoyable. It's something that you're going to crave. If you have very low testosterone, you will think physical training is really, really hard. But it's not hard. You're going to crave it. And down here, it's on Swedish, but this is also my blood work. And everything seems very good here. So if you'd like to dig deeper into my blood work, you can do it, Google it, see if you think if it's good. It is really good. But you can see for yourself. So when it comes to testosterone levels in the United States of America, average testosterone levels in men range between 350 to 600, and 600 being high. Guys, anything above 600 is now considered high. Even though just a few decades ago, that was considered low. Can you guys see what the problem is here? We're declining in testosterone. And as you can see on the right side here, I had very low testosterone. I looked very, very unhealthy. So this is how the back to basics system has affected my life. As you can see on these pictures, I live aligned with nature and I look much more healthier. I found my purpose in life. I feel and I look very much healthier. I break free from my addictions and my bad habits. I'm now secure and calm as a man. And, most importantly, which really affected my health, was I restored my gut and my hormones with this lifestyle and this diet. So, I can't complain. I did the sacrifice to be healthy. I sacrificed my comfort zone to actually level up in life. Before I launched my Back to Basics protocol, I wanted to try it out first, right? Because I didn't know if it worked on other people, but I thought it was, so I tried this out on my friend Vincent. When he reached out to me, asking for help, we weren't close at all, because we were the completely opposite. Vincent were drinking every single weekend. Like I'm saying, every single weekend. He was eating processed foods every single day. He destroyed his gut, he destroyed his hormones, everything. And you can see that he was very bloated, right? And he even had an autoimmune issue in his gut that's called ulcerous colitis. He shat blood every single day. He was on strong medication for this. Like very strong. If you guys have ulcerous colitis or you know someone, you know that it's serious. The doctors told him that this autoimmune issue has nothing to do with his lifestyle. So they put him on medication. What? Does that make sense? He has a gut issue, and what he's eating and he's drinking doesn't make any difference. Apparently. But as you can see, guys, he started working with me. In 3 months, he completely changed his life. He's more shredded now. He found his purpose. He did exactly the same transformation as I did. This is completely life-changing. He hasn't taken any type of medication since we started working together. And now he's my closest friend because of this. So, if you guys don't believe that this is legit, I don't know what to say. So this is my offer to you guys. And no, this is not another fitness challenge. This is not about counting calories. This is not about following meal plans. This is a full identity transformation to make your life easier and to heal your body from the inside out. This is a full identity transformation. Inside the program, you will get one-on-one coaching with me, real-time accountability. I will coach you. I will not hand over some documents and then leave you alone. We will work as a team. You will get personalized plans, nutrition, training, sleep, environment, and more. We will have weekly check-in calls where we speak together one-on-one, where we talk about your struggles, if you struggle with anything, how things are going every single week. You will get deeper education on these four pillars that I've recently talked about. If you have any question about these four pillars, I will personally make a video for you to actually explain what you're doing and why you're doing stuff. You will also get all the resources I have, templates, and daily habit trackers, so we actually keep you accountable. You will get full support with routines, mindset, and rebuilding your internal world. So, if this sounds like anything for you, then I will gladly help you. We can hop on a call and discuss this further. If you are fit for this coaching, I will gladly take you on. But this is not for anyone, as I said. This is for people who want to change. If you're not ready to put in the work and listen to me and work with me, then I can't coach you. If I don't get the results from my client, it's bad for my business. So, I only want the guys that really need change in their lives, that we can actually track their progress. So, DM me on Instagram. The link will be down below. My Instagram is Philip Hagblom. That's my full name. DM me on Instagram and I will personally help you. Thank you guys.